Hey everyone, listen to this one for a headline coming out of the Financial Post today. Canadians can expect deficits into 2055. So, like I've said, and just go through my past videos with the social contract, or even when I covered such things as the gold standard, or just morality in general. But even those idiots that back in the day decided to make statism their new religious platform to control and dominate people in a particular geographical landmass. But even those back in the day had no pretense. I mean, I've already made a video too. In Canada, before 1917, like before the pretense of the temporary war tax to pay for World War II, right? Or sorry, World War One. We Canadians didn't even have there was no such thing as an income tax for Canadians, the federal income tax, prior to 1917. No one, there was no pretense. Everyone knew instinctively. Of course, you can't just fucking steal from me and lay claim to any portion of my income for any arbitrary reason. But because they used and they flew under the banner of war. They used the guise of war as a pretense, right? Oh, we got to do this to pay for the war efforts. I guess Canadians were a little bit sheepish, a little more conformist because they used fear. Fear is always the main basis for any implementing anything to dominate, dictate, and control your life. Fear is always at the heart of that. But even back then, it was a few percentage, like 2, 3, 4, even let's go up to even 5% of your income. People were outraged even back then, and there were people that were skeptical, even wondering whether Canadians would accept that. And that was under, like I say, as a temporary measure to pay for a war, a global world war. Look at how far we've fallen from then till now. In just what? 2, 3 successive generations. Look how far we've fallen. That's the power of indoctrination. That's the power of collective mysticism, folks. And this, let me tell you, first and foremost, well, let me read the headline. Canadians can expect deficits into 2055. Well, the governments may think that they can keep putting this stuff together and implementing it, and that Canadians will just somehow put their head between their legs and go along to get along. But I'm just going to tell you, those of us that won't, and then those of us that just will never be in a position to do it, nobody's going to be able to pay off these deficits. So this pretense that even 30 years out into the future almost, right? 28 years out in the future where the governments just keep have a never-ending credit card to keep stealing from future generations. If you think that they're going to be able to even make it to 2055, right? Like nobody's going to pay these. So all these other foreign countries that are right loaning the Canadian government or central bankers all around the world that are lending the Canadian government the money to do all this shit, to create these deficits, right? Increasing your credit limit. First of all, see, that's the thing. They think they can steal from you people that are productive to pay for the people that weren't. The control freaks, the central planners, the sociopaths among you. They think they're going to be able to continuously, for all of eternity, for infinity, keep stealing from the productive people to pay and compensate for the the misdeeds of the central planning fucks, right? And keep propping the system up. Well, as long as you keep buying Canadian bonds, well, this is another thing. If you keep fucking buying Canadian bonds, then you are literally choosing to enslave your future generations. You can try to tell yourself something otherwise, right? But all the people, or if you're investing in the stock markets, all you people that are benefiting yourself in the here and now to pay for these fucking goddamn, to keep the illusion that these fucking central planning control freaks have the ability to steal fucking future productivity and wealth from the future and bring it into the here and now to keep this fucking Ponzi scheme going. Like I say, those of you that are, and we live in the day of, this is the information age. Big data, right? So keep doing what you're doing. But like I say, like I've known forever, and I'm always many stages, many steps ahead of most people. So you can make fun of me now, just like all the times before when people said, try to talk down to me or fucking try to talk to me like I'm an idiot. But I'm telling you, and watch it come to fruition. At some stage in the future, there's going to be a a point where you're going to have people that'll say, no, we're not paying off these fucking debts. Nope, not at all. So there's going to be somebody going to be stuck with a whole lot of debts. And it's not going to be the Canadian people that didn't accumulate them, didn't assume them, didn't authorize them. You might want to look to these central planning control freaks and these sociopaths that are trying to fucking make it that they can force the people. But that's the thing with all these people. Do you really believe these fuckers have that capacity, this ability? Well, pay attention to the backlash, to the uprising, right? And you should at least realize at some stage game, yeah, Canadians are not going to be paying, nor Americans, nor the British people, going to pay, successive generations are going to be paying off the debts and deficits of these central planning control freaks, especially the ones that are predominantly from the boomer fucking generation, right? These entitled fucksticks, the government, the ones that really want to control and dominate everything, right? Yeah, we're not going to pay off your debts. No. You could think that you might can trick the millennials to do it. And yeah, they might go along for it now when you still have the ability to control and dominate them. But like I said, when they reach the age where they're actually going to be held to account and to be forced to pony up for all those promises, right? Well, they're going to be a little older, going to be a little wiser. They're going to understand government a little better by that time, at that stage of the game. You think they're still going to be willing to go along and get along? I don't think so. That's a gamble. That's a bet. That's a wager I'm willing to take. So, all you people that are relying on all this fucking wealth, well, you better hope you're going to die within a very short time frame. Then you won't have to worry about the intended or the unintended consequences of your stupid ideas, your stupid concepts, or your devious methods and practices. But if you're going to live any time outside of 5-10 years, if you're going to be on this earth for longer than that, yeah, it's really smart that you start trying to turn away and trying to reject this kind of bullshit because, yeah, like I say, everyone's going to know who you people are if you think you're going to be able to use the power and mysticism of government to force future generations to pay off your deeds, your bad debts, your multi-million-dollar homes that you're fucking renting out to people, right? Yeah, no. Your successive generations, no. You might think they're going to, but no, they won't. Hate to burst your bubble, but it's going to happen at some stage of the game. Maybe thank me now for preparing you for what's going to happen in the future. It's Canadian Libertarian. I love liberty.